He's sore, but we think it's just a bruise. Obviously, we'll take tonight, tomorrow, evaluate it, and see where we go from there. But he wanted to go back in the game. That's who he is.
You talked the game about jumping out to early leads and 10-0 tonight. How important was it to jump out?
I mean, it's a mindset for us, no matter who our opponent is, and I think that's something again that the guys have really engaged in. And it just makes it difficult. If you come out and get a great lead and set the tone defensively that things aren't going to be easy, you put yourself in a position where people are chasing you all night. And we know in the NBA, runs happen. But you'd rather be playing from the front than trying to climb back in a game where you got to find a spurt where you've got to be almost perfect. So great mentality from our guys. The grit, the togetherness, the competitiveness. I'm really proud of those guys for tonight.
And the formula for success has been J.A. and Donovan getting off to good starts. That wasn't the case tonight. How did you guys still?
I mean, it was our defense, and then everybody contributed. You look at, we had 7 guys in double figures tonight. The ball was moving. I think we had 16 or 17 assists on 21 made field goals in the first half. So that means we're sharing the game, and that's what we're trying to do is make sure that everybody gets a piece of it because we just make the right basketball play. And if we make the right basketball play over and over again, we got guys that are talented enough that can make the play.
Yeah, you mentioned you had 7 guys in double figures. None of them had 20 points, so they were all very, very balanced across the way. Speak to just how you've been able to survive injuries to guys who are scoring between 16 and 20 points a game.
Yeah, I mean, again, our aim is to make defenses have to make tough decisions. We obviously have, an elite scorer right now in Donovan, where we know when time is needed, he can go get a bucket. But our opponents know that as well. And I think he's done a great job of finding the balance between both. Like tonight, there was a stretch in that fourth quarter where we needed some buckets, and he went and created buckets. But you watched him throughout the game, and he just made sure that his teammates were involved. And, I think that's a great sacrifice on his part, but that speaks to his, want to be a part of the team and how he's helping to contribute.
John? Yeah, offensively, in terms of how you get your points, I mean, more than half your shots were threes tonight. You had a guy off the bench take 14. I guess it's a little bit of a change from how you guys have played in the past. How much of that is just personnel, and how much of that is kind of strategy? That's how you want to play now.
That's been our strategy. Really focusing since the injuries. We wanted to play more movement. More fluid since the start of the season, but it was just choppy because of the injuries, and it was, new guys and change for the old guys. So it was a little choppy. But we understand that when you lose 36, 37 points in scoring from Darius and Evan, and there was a stretch, a couple games where Donovan was out and then Karras missed a game. So we were down, close to 60-something points at one time. So, we gave our guys the green light to go out and jack as many threes as they can. But we want them to be quality in how we create a more catch and shoot than put it on the floor and try to create your own. So we've definitely taken an uptick there.
Do you think that's something that can carry over to when Darius and Evan come back?
Yeah, I believe so. Again, it's all about sharing the game. And, we find the proper spacing, and we want to take the best shots that we possibly can. We obviously understand, you want to get as many layups as you possibly can. But with our personnel that's there now, like they can stretch the floor and got quick triggers and no conscience. So we want to do a great job of taking advantage of that.
Chris? Hey, J.B.
What's up, Chris?
Over the last 4 games, you've trailed by a grand total of 35 seconds. How do you explain that?
It's an intent and a purpose to start basketball games. It is a complete buy-in to be elite defensively. And I think when you set the tone defensively, it makes the offensive part of it easy for you. But our guys have bought in to being great defensively. Individual guys continue to take challenges, but, systematically they understand it. They see the plays now before the plays are happening and can anticipate where they need to be. And I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day is, you got to get stops. I think tonight, if I'm not mistaken, they had 4 points at the 6-minute mark. We talked about that pregame. Teams have been at like 5.7 points. So, you are doing something special if your defense is containing a team like that in the first quarter.
How many suffocates did you have?
I have to go back and find it. I don't have it off the top of my head, but we had plenty. Yeah. All right, appreciate it.